Okay, so now let's discuss about section 5, which is sequencing and ordering type MCQ. Arrange the steps in k-fold CV in correct order. So what is k-fold CV? It is k-fold cross validation. Okay, so in this we will let's see the sequence. First, divided data into k-fold, train on k minus 1, validate on 1, repeat k times, and average errors. So first we divide the data into k-folds, yes. Then we train on k minus 1 folds and we validate on 1 fold. Yes. And then we repeat it k times, or we repeat the iteration for k times. Yes, this is also correct. And for average, and we average the errors, which is the resultant. So the correct option should be JKLN, which is option JKLN. Right. Now let's see the 35th question. Arrange the gradient descent algorithm in correct order. So first we compute gradient, yes. Update the parameters, yes. Choose the learning rate, yes. And then repeat until convergence. Yes, this is already in order. So correct option should be no. First we choose the learning rate. First, if choose the learning rate, yes, we choose the learning rate. Then we compute the gradient on basis of that. Because learning rate determines how fast we will achieve the convergence. If learning rate is high, we will achieve it faster. But if the learning rate is high, it does not guarantees convergence. So first we choose the learning rate, then we compute. Often learning rate is chosen with the help of cross validation. Then we compute the gradient, yes. Then we update the parameters and then repeat until convergence. So the correct option should be LJKM, which is again K option LJKM, right? Now let's see 36th question. Arrange the k-means step in the correct order. Okay. So assign to the closest centroid, random initial assignment, compute report, iterate until no change. So first we randomly assign any cluster to the observation. So first will be k. Then we assign to closest centroid. Yes. Then we compute the new centroids and then iterate until none of the cluster of observation changes. The correct answer should be B, which is first random initial, then we assign to closest centroid, compute new centroid, and then iterate. So the correct option would be B. Finally, an option B, KJ, L, and M. Right? So yeah, and 37th question. Arrange the map reduce process in the correct order. Okay. So map process data to key value, and we shuffle and sort, reduce and aggregate, and optimize. This is already in order. The correct answer would be A, because first we map the data and then we reduce the key value pairs. So J K N 38. Arrange the neural network training in correct order. Forward propagation, compute loss, back propagation, and update weights. Yes, this is also in correct order because first we forward propagate, then we compute the loss function, and based on that we back do the back propagation, and also known as gradient descent, and outputs the result. The correct answer again would be A. JKLNF, because this is the correct sequence. Arrange the PCA, which is principal component analysis, often used for dimensionality reduction using feature extraction. Arrange the PCA steps in correct order. Standardize data, compute covariance matrix, find eigenvector, project data. Yes, it is already in order. First, we standardize the data, then we compute the covariance matrix of the data set. Then we find eigenvectors, which gives us the maximum, which gives us the value, which retains the maximum variance we get from eigenvectors, and then we project data into lower dimensional space. So yeah, this is also correct, and the correct answer or sequence would be JKLN. JKLN. Now let's see 40. Arrange the Hadoop components in data flow in correct order. First we have SDFS storage, yarn scheduling, map reduce processing, and output delivery. This is already in order, so the correct answer would again be JKLM. JKLM. And option would be A. Why? Because first we store the big data, then we do the job scheduling using yet another resource negotiator, Then we do map reduce for parallel processing, in which we first map the data, which results in key value pair. Then we perform reduce, which reduce the key value pair to give output. And then we do output to HDFS, which can be done using Hive, QL, or another query language. So the correct answer would be A, which is JKLM. Okay, so thank you for this video. We have covered the internal tree paper here. I hope you find it helpful, right? Thank you.